Please tell me it caught that. Please tell
I've
me
already
it caught
no,
that.
but I've told Mother I need a trim on my face because I'm getting poofy again, and it's getting on my lip. I hate that. I don't know about anybody else. Welcome to marginal at best, meh. But if you have a mustache and it gets on your lip, but when it gets on your lip like that, I hate that shit. Oh, it's annoying. Anyway, welcome to marginal at best. You have a good mind. Yours curls cool. Mine's just. I look like Santa Claus on a bad day. I'm Santa Claus on a bender. Like,
Santa's not having a
ho,
good
ho,
week.
ho, I'm going to get a tattoo. Mrs. Claus is like, I don't care. And I come home with this. What do you think, Mrs. Claus?
You're
Yes,
still
son of a
wearing the
bitch.
red coat.
Get out. Yeah, don't go out without your coat.
It'll cover all that up. You'll scare the kids.
Yeah.
The poor little elves are hiding in the corner from you. Speaking of little elves, where's Chewie?
In hiding because Mother's cooking. She doesn't come
I
out
don't
anymore.
cooking being that bad.
Well, if it's smoke. Yeah, Chewie don't like it. Chewie's always afraid that the smoke detector is going to go off. Not because she's burning stuff all the time, but because
It's a good timer.
yeah, as Robbie said, that's a good timer. There you go.
Cake's done. Let's get it out real quick.
Yeah. House is full of smoke again. It's not an air fryer, Mother. Your son said it's a convection oven. You cannot fry air. Get it right. Yeah, you want to upset a cook? Tell him about an air fryer. Say, I got me an air fryer. Josh hates that shit. He's like, it's not an air fryer. It's a convection oven. Okay. The tabletop convection oven. Whatever. Anyway, we were going to discuss influencers and how fucking stupid most of them are. Now, let me premise this by saying a very good friend of mine's wife is an influencer for a specific makeup company, and she's actually very good at what she does. She's like, she's not like these twits that are out there, thinking, oh, you got to have this, you got to have that. She's been doing it, and actually she's doing it to increase her business, which she's done. Like I said, she's very successful at doing it.
No. There are certain influencers actually interesting to watch, like Supercar Blondie.
Yes.
We watch her.
Yes.
She is a Dubai influencer.
That I would never. Well, I can't say that. I'm gonna hit the lottery tonight. So after I hit the lottery tonight, I could buy some of the things she shows.
True. But
yeah,
we watch it because there's some really cool exotic cars.
Yeah,
no
I'm
problem.
just into the exotic cars. I mean, it doesn't hurt that she's actually good looking, but that's beside the point.
And
that's the other thing is,
but anyway,
if it's just a hot chick leaning on a car going, "Look at my car," shut up and go away. She can sit there and tell you about the damn car from the tip to tip, inside out, everything about it.
Right. But and there are certain influencers that actually are out there. They're knowledgeable.
They know their shit.
They're pushing. It. Yeah, exactly. They're pushing an opinion. They're pushing a product. They're pushing something, but they're knowledgeable about it.
Yeah, they know what they're talking about.
But then you had the ones who are influencers that just want to be famous, and they want you to do free things for them or give them free things so that they can mention you and make you more business because they're famous. They've done nothing. And they had issues with this down home in some of the larger cities down there where influencers go to a restaurant, I'll eat here. You'll give me the food and I'll give you a good mention. And because I have so many, hundreds of viewers, it'll flock business to you. And these are already established,
Established.
respected.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a self-important. It's so sad that, these, a lot of these places had to put up, signs. No, influencers don't get free meals. No, sorry.
Well, I
We don't care
mean,
if you're an influencer. You pay like everybody else.
well, it's just like, I mean, when I mentioned a certain coach's wife that shopped at the grocery store that I
Mm-hmm.
used to work at, people didn't pander to her. I take that back. Certain individuals pandered to her because they were, of who her husband was. But like I said, when I first met the lady,
we know a few of those, yes.
like I said, when I first met her, I didn't know who the hell she was. To me, she was just like everybody else, just another customer. I answered her questions. I helped her find some stuff. She was super nice, super happy with my help, and out the door she went. I had no damn clue who she was, nor did I care who she was. I mean, I'm a huge Jeff Gordon fan. And if Jeff Gordon had ever walked into the grocery store that I worked at, I would have been as polite and as courteous as to any other customer. Yes, I probably would have asked for an autograph and maybe a picture taken with him because I've been following his career since he got into the Bush series when it was the Bush series. But anyway,
And
I'm
in your
not going to
mind, you'd
give
be
him,
humping his leg.
yeah, but I'm not going to be giving him the store. He's not going to walk in and go, I'm Jeff Gordon, give me everything I want.
Exactly.
And I would say probably 50-50 people in Hollywood probably are that way, or celebrities or musicians or
Oh, yeah.
whatever, But yeah, these fucking influencers think they own the goddamn world because, I've got 1,000 followers on my page. Well, good for you, asshole. I don't care. What are you going to do? I mean, what do you expect? What do you want?
It's just funny that has become, I wouldn't say, would you even call it a legitimate career?
Well, it's just like
Or is
YouTubers.
it just as like a side hustle? Well, yeah, well,
Well,
YouTube,
I mean,
yeah.
well,
I
no,
mean,
no. For them, it's not a fucking side hustle. For them, it's their life. That's all they want. That's like that damn video of that girl that was bitching about trying to find a job. She goes, I just want to be on TikTok. I just want to be a TikTok influencer. Blah, blah, blah. It's like, shut up. Welcome to reality. First off, it's like Josh and I talk about the podcast and stuff. And he's like, well, maybe you should try this or maybe you should try that. And I'm like, well, we're just still getting going and figuring out what we're doing. But it's like I told him, I said, if you took somebody like Mr. Beast, who has 200 million followers, 200 million subscribers on YouTube, right? Over 200 million now. If he decided to do a podcast, he would have probably the bigger podcast than anybody else on the planet because of he's already an established brand.
Right.
But he started doing YouTube when he was like in his teens, like 15, 13, something that age. And he just constantly kept up with it. He decided that's what he wanted to do with his life. But he worked his ass off to get where he's at.
to
He didn't just
monetize
sit
it and
there.
actually, make money off of it and everything else.
But like I said, he didn't just wake up one morning and say, I'm going to throw a video on YouTube, and all of a sudden I got 1 million subscribers. It
Right.
took him a long time to get to where he's at.
But you have, all right.
But to get people now, but see, that was, like I said, I think that's like 15. We're talking infancy of YouTube when YouTube was just getting started. Now everybody thinks they can just fucking wake up, take their camera outside, film themselves jumping off a building and breaking an arm or some shit and become internet famous. They become famous for 15 minutes because they're stupid.
But not just that. It's like Mr. Beast. That is a good example. Mr. Beast
I just saw
doesn't
his
do
name.
who's what?
Got to. Look at his name. I just realized what he put over his name because he changes his name all the time. And Godzuki. Anyway, okay, back to Mr. Beast. Sorry.
All right, so Mr. Beast, he not just markets himself to a wide audience. He appeals to a very wide audience, not just one particular demographic, not just one particular group or one particular hobby, whatever. Supercar Blondie, we like her. She's doing exotic cars. Not everybody, my mom, if I showed her Supercar Blondie, she'd go, "Oh, that's a neat car." That's all it mean to
Yeah.
her. There's a lot of people just like, yeah, but we like it.
Yeah.
But she has that little niche where that's what she does. And we watch the shows because you watch her, but you have so many of them that's all the. I'm gonna be an influencer because I'm me. Period. What do you do?
Yeah.
I'm me. What do you? What kind of brand are you trying to sell? Well, just me.
Yeah.
What do you do that's pertinent to a large demographic out there? Well, it's just about me. No, like Mr. Beast doesn't do that. I mean,
No.
think of some of the charity work he's done, some the opinion stuff, everything he's done. I try to think of some of the other, and this is one I'm not a fan of his. I get tired of hearing about some of the articles and stuff like that on the news about him. But you gotta respect the talent. The Paul brothers, Jake
Oh
Paul,
yeah, but they've, I'm not, again, I'm neither here or there with them, but
but
they have
look how well they have
marketed
marketed
themselves
themselves.
to the point where they're able to do what they do and live the way they live because of what they've done.
Right, right. And they didn't do it just because, hey, I look like this. They focused on one little demographic with their YouTube stuff. And then
Yeah.
Jake went into he was MMA fighter for a while too, wasn't he?
Yeah.
And then he's transitioned. He just transitioned that into, hey, look, I'm gonna take on other fighters and boxers now. I'm gonna do box. I'm gonna take on boxers now. Call it fake, call it whatever you want. It doesn't matter. I mean, look at this deal he's got going on here soon with Netflix for fighting Mike Tyson. Who cares if it's staged? That's smart in what he's did, and he's gonna make a lot of money off of it.
Yeah.
But again, it's not just him going, I'm famous because it's just me. He's
Well,
actually appealing to a larger audience and kind of diversifying himself in that way. But you got so
I
many of them that are
mean,
out there that just want to be on YouTube, just be influencers and YouTube stars just for one thing because it's just me. I'm
but they
enough for
also,
everybody. It's just me.
a lot of, because I'm online a lot now because I'm
Mm.
looking up how to do products. I'm looking up how to make stuff. I'm looking the best processes for doing, heat transfers and embroideries and sublimation. And, I'm always looking up stuff on how to do something. But in looking that stuff up, I watch a lot of videos of people. And one of the biggest things I see time and time again is the ones who are the the ones who are successful at either being an influencer or a YouTuber, they put in time, effort, and a lot of their own. They literally know that to make a dollar, they got to spend a dollar.
Right, right.
They
They're
aren't
not.
just
They're not.
expecting
They're not
somebody to
going
do.
someplace going. You don't see them or hear about them going someplace going. Hey, I'm going to come here. You're going to give it to me for free because I'm me and I'm going to make you famous. Or I'm going to go in here and I'm going to buy a pair of your shoes, or you're going to sell them to me for half off because I'm me buying them and everybody will buy them because I bought them. You,
Yeah.
you don't have, but anymore you see a lot of that. You hear a lot of that. It's sad that businesses have to put up signs like that going, I don't care if you're an influencer or not. You pay like everybody else. You do like everybody else.
Yeah.
And there's a few places actually saying, you're an influencer. Don't do anything to us. Don't talk about us. Nothing. Just
Well,
come
I
here,
mean,
enjoy it,
that
and
that
leave.
harkens back to the
What
days
was that?
before. That was a pud.
That
But
was
that,
a put.
if you think about it, and bless, big fan of History Channel
Mm-hmm.
and those shows, Food That Built America, Candy That Built America, Toys That Built America, those kinds of shows. and they talk about Benihana
Yeah.
was one of them, and they talked about how his restaurant was literally on the verge of closing that he started. The first restaurant, and of course his name's not Benihana, but the guy who started the chain, they were on the verge of closing their first restaurant until it was a New York, I think it was New York Times or Chicago, I can't remember where it was, but anyway, until the food editor came to the restaurant, ate the food, and then posted their review in the newspaper. And then, of course, it exploded. But he didn't pay that person to come into the restaurant,
No.
and he
No.
didn't sit there and say, "Oh, you're so and so, your food's on the house."
Right.
You know, they came in, and I don't remember. Again, I don't know I can't remember the whole story if they were invited or if they said they were coming or if they just showed up. But they literally went in, wanted to see what was going on, ate the food, enjoyed the show, and then gave it a rave review. But there was no compensation involved in it. And then, of course, after that, the thing kind of blew up, and then everybody had to go.
It
But yeah,
was
he didn't. You don't sit there and say, it's just like everybody talks about, like with podcasts and stuff. Oh, you need to get somebody who's famous or is popular or whoever, and you get them on there and you interview them and all this other stuff. It's like, first off, I'm really big on interviews. I like watching them, but it's got to be somebody I'm interested in. But as for giving an interview, I mean, I'm not going to sit there and try and figure out 35 questions I can ask somebody, that they haven't been asked a bazillion times.
Is it
So, and that's just like with the website, we're getting the website going.
Zach Galifianakis, I believe. He was in The
Between Two
Hangover.
Ferns?
Yes.
That's a funny damn thing.
Those are hilarious, and they're just so stupid, but they're hilarious. I love watching those things.
Well, that's because he's asking. I mean, it's like when you ask Keanu Reeves, should you get an award for something? I can't remember what it was. And Keanu turned to him and said, "Yeah, well, I'm acting like I'm interested in this." Or he says, "Are you disappointed because you've never gotten an award for acting because your acting is so bad?" And he goes, "Well, I'm acting like I'm having fun, aren't I?" But yeah, I mean, those are a hoot.
Those are hilarious.
But again, I don't want to, I'm not going to pay somebody to come on so I can get views or clicks or likes, I mean, I want to have some of our buddies on because I want to have them on because I want to have their opinions on this, and they have an interest in wanting to do it.
Oh yeah.
And then we also have people that are like, "Wow, I've never done a podcast. I'd like to do a podcast. What's involved with it?" Well, now we can show them because we've actually been doing it. But I'm not going to sit there and, I'm not going to pay somebody to, that's just like I said, I'm getting the website up and running, which is marginalatbest.com. That's going to be our website, and it's going to be my business. It's our family business. And, you hear about, in order to get on, the first 3 pages of Google search or whatever, you have to pay a huge amount of money. I don't have a huge amount of money. I'm not going to pay to be on the first page. If you want to find me, you'll find me. And hopefully you'll see what we're going to be doing with the site and with the business. And if you need our services, guess what? We're there. I mean, I think we're doing we're not doing anything unique to the sense of it's never been done before, but we're doing it at a smaller scale so people can afford to have it done. You don't have to order 100 coffee mugs in order to get them for this price. Hell, I can do them for that price. Why? Because I'm doing everything from home. I have all of my equipment here. I have low overhead. That's my thing, But I'm also getting better at it because I'm working on it every day. So as opposed to everybody thinking that, oh, you're just sitting around doing nothing. No, I just literally made a Corvette logo. I made that.
Mm-hmm.
I had the picture and I
Pardon me.
traced everything out and I placed everything where it needed to be. And I literally made the Corvette logo. So we're going to embroider that on the side, on the doors. But we're going to do that. And I did that. And I did that because I've been taking the time to learn how to do it. So,
Pardon me. I don't know what's going on all of a sudden.
but I mean, I'm not going to try to be an influencer with, mugs. Hey, look, I'm an influencer. Look at my coffee mug. Fucking whatever. It's like, I'm going to drink out of this coffee mug right here because it's the best. And if you're cool like me, you too can have a cool mug.
A sublimation video. And we're done. We're out. Thanks.
Now, like I said, if you want a cool mug, your picture here, you can drink out of your own picture. You can put a picture of yourself on your mug and go, look.
My picture of Van Halen underneath it? Sweet.
Yeah. Yeah, whatever the hell you want.
Van Halen. The questionable
Me
years.
and Snoopy.
Oh, the Snoopies again.
Slick. But I get it. But I mean, you said something has so literally down in the lower part of the state, people are putting signs up saying, "Stay the fuck out."
Their businesses are saying, if you're an influencer, we don't care. If you're coming in for, don't expect free stuff. You're not gonna get it.
That is pretty fucking sad that it's gotten to a point where an established place has to put up a sign saying, "I don't give a shit who you are."
Yeah.
You can be Johnny Depp, Michael Jordan, Al Pacino. You walk through the door, guess what? You're paying a bill like everybody else.
You're a customer. We're gonna do our best to serve you. We're gonna do our best to treat you well. We're gonna give you something you like. Period. I'm not gonna give it to you for free. You've never been here before. I can give it to you for free just so you can mention my name somewhere.
That is probably not going to make two shits with your 100 followers.
Right. Your 100 followers who might be on the other side of the world, and some little town has never even heard of where you are right now.
That's something else. Is I would literally tell somebody to go fuck themselves if they came in and said, I've got 1 million followers on YouTube, and if you don't treat me right, I'm going to let them all know. I'd be like, well, you better fucking start telling them. Go ahead and pull your phone out and start typing, son, because I don't know what you expect from me.
Charging cable, it's going to take you a while.
Yeah. No, I get it. I just don't. I mean, I've never understood. I mean, well, it's just like Overholt's wife doing the wigs, and she was a wig influencer. It's like, what? But apparently, she's one of those ones that's done well at it.
But you think about it.
But it wasn't. She didn't. I mean, she's not. She didn't start the. I don't think she was one of those. You're going to buy this wig because I have it on my head.
Right. If I remember right, some of the people she was actually marketing that to there was actually a couple of audiences there that could market it to. You have the people that have alopecia, they're the hair loss after hair loss anyway, cancer survivors, stuff like that. And that makes sense. I understand that.
Yes. But to sit there
a service,
sit there and just put shit on your face or put on a damn shirt and say, you're gonna wear this shirt because I wear this shirt. No. If you want one, you'll order it. But I'm with you. I don't get it. I don't get it.
I mean, it's just sad that places haven't actually put that up now.
Well, it's the whole damn nobody wants to work a job. They just want
Oh, don't
to
get me started
sit
on
in front
that
of a
one.
camera and have somebody, like I said, get that 1 million, 2 million, 5 million, 20 million subscribers on YouTube and then start making money doing that. That's like, again, falling back to Mr. Beast. I watched a very long interview with him. And if any of these idiots out there that think the shit's just standing in front of a camera and doing something, if they would watch some of the videos he puts out, some of the interviews that he's done, he talked about getting like 2 to 3 hours of sleep a day because he couldn't get his brain to shut up because he's trying to think of an idea and trying to flesh it out and trying to do this and do that and make this and do that. They don't understand the amount of effort, work, time, blood, sweat, and tears that goes into doing shit like that to be successful.
Right.
They just want this is like the same twits that come to fucking work. And because they punch in, all right, pay me. You ain't done nothing, son. Well, I'm here. Well, good for you. Get to fucking work. Oh, I got to work to get my paycheck? Yeah, no shit. That's how it works. You work, you get paid. It ain't just you fucking showed up. You don't get a goddamn pat on the head and a gold star and a lollipop for coming in.
A
But that's
lot
what
of
they
them think
fucking
that
want.
anymore. That's exactly what they want. They're so self entitled. Just I showed up. I'm here, so therefore y'all should be grateful now. What can you
Yeah,
do? Nothing. Then why should we be grateful? It means
because
we're
I
going to
showed up.
teach because I showed up. So that means absolutely nothing. You're going to work now. There
Yeah.
is. It is a young man, a family friend who's going to Clemson. And the best way, no, I don't. I met him only once or twice. Not much of an opinion there. He's typical first generation. You know, Dalton thinks things should be handed to him. He has been described as, in the best terms, lazy. And really, he really is. But he has changed his major 3 times at Clemson already. And his latest, he'd gone from a computer science major to business management major. I forget what the other one. And
Forestry,
so, the latest one, to
basket
get this,
weaving.
was asked, what is your major now? And he describes it as, it's to, this is a description at Clemson University. It's a major that'll allow him to supervise people.
One of those assholes.
You have no skills. You have no compunction to work. You've been
Well,
described
it's
as
again that's
lazy. But you're going to supervise people.
well again that's the kind of twit that when you hire them and you give them a little bit of information, all of a sudden they can do the job better than you.
Oh, you and I both know a few
Yeah,
people.
that's what I'm saying.
I've done this.
That's
I've done
that.
this for 5 minutes. I'm an expert now. I'm better than all the rest of you.
Well, it's
Oh,
just, I
what
mean,
was
like I
that?
said, that's the
Who was that
mentality
when we
of
had it when we were at Winn Dixie? Oh,
I don't
remember
know, but
we
I've
put
seen so many of them idiots walk through the door and come in and just they literally think that they should be running the show. And it's like, well, there's a process. That's what I told everybody all the fucking time. I said, you want to do my job? There's a process for you to do my job. It's called work your ass off, ROI for management, get promoted, work your ass off even harder, ROI again, and then guess what? If you get promoted, you get promoted. But that's the thing is, people don't fucking realize it took me 8 years to get to become a department manager. And that was 8 years of showing all the people above me that I deserved it, that I earned it. they didn't just sit there and go, well, you're the last one on the list. Here you go. And then
Oh,
for six of those 8 years, after I got promoted for 6 years, I had to prove every goddamn month that I deserved to keep that job. And I
well,
had to bust my ass. I mean, it wasn't like, okay, here's your job, you're done. I mean, it's obvious you can get fired, no shit. But
we
I
we
didn't get
we
fired
actually
because I
have
wasn't
some
doing
that
my job right.
we
That's the
saw
thing. I
people
didn't
come
get
up.
fired for that.
We saw people come up and ask us if there are any job openings in management at the store, and then you kind of quiz them on it. One, they can't tell you what the departments are because they never worked in a grocery store before.
Nope.
Two, they never worked before. Period.
Nope.
But they want to start in management immediately. That's all they want to
Oh
do.
yeah, because that's what I deserve to be a manager. I should be a manager.
That's where my strength is in telling people what to do and how to do it, even though I don't know what they're doing or how they're doing it.
Yeah. That we'll save that topic. I know your job better than you from
Oh yeah,
customers for another day. Because my mother was a cake decorator. Yeah, well, my wife's a fucking cake decorator, asshole. Guess what?
my
That don't mean I can do it.
my father was a butcher.
Yeah, well, go
He
back to
cut
your
up deer
father.
in the backyard all the time. He wasn't a butcher.
No,
Yeah,
but I mean,
another day on that one.
oh yeah, because we've been running too long.
It's easy.
Obviously,
We get on a
we get to run
roll
our mouths. I think we did pretty good tonight. We stayed on topic.
for the most part.
I don't think we did bad, but that's just in a nutshell. That's the fucking world we live in. Everybody wants something for nothing. They always. I'll end it. I'll end our conversation with this. I always heard about you got the baby boomers and the Gen Zs and the Gen Ys and the Gen Xs and fucking whatever's. I've looked at it, especially this whatever generation, and yes, there are a lot of exceptions to it because it all falls back on raising the child. If you raise an entitled child, you're going to have an entitled adult. And that adult is going to live the rest of their life wondering, why isn't this shit being given to me like mommy and daddy? Mommy and daddy gave me everything. Well, guess what? They're gone. And the gravy train's done. So now you got to figure it out. And they don't know how to figure it out. So they're going to continue to go, whoa, poor pitiful me. But I never considered it an XYZ baby boomer. I always called them Generation Me because it's gimme, gimme, gimme. What? Gimme, 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 gimme. That's all I want. I don't give a shit about how I get it. Just give it to me because I'm not going to get off my ass and earn it.
Exactly. You should
So,
be giving it to me because I'm here.
yeah.
Period. Yeah.
Do you think because it's me?
And see, all my friends, their moms give them and dads give them everything they want. So you should be giving me everything I want because I want to be just like them also.
Yeah, fuck the Joneses.
Yep.
I never, I never worried about what anybody else has. I like looking at stuff other people have, but I'm never jealous of it. And I never sit there and go, oh, you got the best computer. I got to have the best computer. You got the best TV. I got to have the best TV. You got the biggest this. I got to have the biggest that. No, I'm going to live my life the way I want to live.
This. Mine works for me what I want to do, so I'm happy.
Yeah. And like you and like my wife, there ain't a goddamn thing been given to us.
We work for it.
Everything I have right now, I have busted my ass to get, and I'm busting my ass to keep. That's why even though I quote unquote don't I'm if you want to say I'm unemployed, say I'm unemployed. If you say I don't have a job, I don't have a job. I am turning all of my energy and my focus into starting a small business. And that is not an overnight thing, and I know that, and it's not an easy thing. But I'm not going to fucking roll over and say I can't do it. I'm going to try and try and try, and if it works, great. And if it don't, guess what? I'll go get a job. Why? Because I can get a job.
Mm-hmm.
I can go back to work. Right now, I'm just focusing everything I have on what I'm trying to do, and we'll see where it goes.
It's a journey.
Yep.
All right. Well, on
Yep.
that note, we're 35
Sharktopus.
minutes in. Yeah. Oh God. No. There's nope. There.
I've been saving that one.
Yeah.
I've been saving that. If you don't know Sharktopus, look it up. It will. It's fun. It's fun and it's cringy all at the same time.
Oh, very.
That's something we need to. I need to write it down. Hang on, I'll write it down here in a minute. But we need to do a show on absolutely stupid movies, just dumb. I mean, Sharknadoes.
No, well, hang
Sharktopus.
on. Not just stupid movies, but stupid movies we really kind of enjoy watching.
True. Okay, we'll go with that.
Some,
All right,
some
on that-
there's some that are stupid, but some that are just you
Yeah.
got to.
Yeah. All right. On that note, we're gonna get out of here because, like I said, we're gonna try and keep it shorter. We've been going way too long. Facebook, X, YouTube, Spotify. I can try and get it on everything else, but those are the big three. Like, share, subscribe, leave us comments, do what you got to do. If you have ideas, suggestions, let us know.
Suggestions of things you want us to complain about. Yeah, we'll do it for you. We don't mind.
Yeah. Or if you want to come on and complain about them, I'll hook you up.
Yeah.
We can do that too. But until next time, this has been Marginal at Best. Meh.
Nah.
You still got to do your.
Stuck it.
Don't miss
Later.
the start of the hostilities, Bat fans. Next week, same bat time, same bat channel.